What's up, everybody? I'm Jeremy, this is Josh, and we are back with our third installment of working through parts of deer. A lot of people ask what would we do with organ meat. I prefer the heart, actually. It's one of my favorite cuts, personally. How we would actually go about processing the heart is, Josh is going to show you, he's going to demo. You're going to take and cut off this part of it, the top chamber.
Pumper bits?
Yeah, the pumper bits. We'll cut the pump top off, and then we're gonna cut it in half. He's got a really sharp knife too. Good thing, he's got a sword in his pocket.
Oh, that's much worse.
Yeah, and then you'll cut it open. There's 3 chambers in the heart.
Split that in half.
Just split that bad boy right in half. There you go. Nice. And any of the little, this one's actually not bad. That one's got, a little bit. These, I don't know what that's called, but it's not really palatable.
Are you a little chewy?
Yeah, the texture is definitely unique, but it's very good.
That's all sinewy.
Yeah, good. Some people like to take this part of it off, but I don't know, it doesn't bother me at all. And then we just cut it into edible parts.
And slices or strips?
Let's do slices.
What's
I like
the difference?
slices. Perfect. Yeah. Don't overthink what you have to do to make something taste good. We're gonna do it in butter with some shallots and garlic, a little bit of thyme, and some fresh shiitake mushrooms that I just flooded up. We'll just need 2, we don't need 3.
Kosher salt.
Kosher salt, for sure. A little salt and a little pepper on them. The mushrooms, it's kind of the same deal. We're just gonna slice them. So these guys came fresh outside off some logs. They've been rained on. They don't have any bugs in them. We're good. We'll do a little garlic. That's it. That's what we're gonna start with. We'll take it to the pan and go from there.
Actually very meaty.
It is. Have you had heart?
Elk heart.
Okay, that's probably really similar. We've already got our pan going. Yeah, nice. Medium heat. When you put your butter in, if it starts to burn or smoke, turn your pan down. This is perfect. And then we're gonna start our shallots first. Not bad.
Sponsorship.
Yeah, sponsored by Rain. That's what keeps this ship rolling. So you want to saute even if you're using onions rather than garlic, just saute them until they're all like translucent. You don't really want to get them to start browning. If they are browning, then you should turn your pan down just a little bit. And then you say, but that's a lot of butter in there. Yes, I know. Those mushrooms are going to do a lot of absorbing of that. We're going to add the mushrooms. And these will probably take about 5 minutes or so before they're really to the point where they start to get cooked. And then when they release their liquid, we're gonna add the heart to it. We definitely wanna add salt and pepper. Josh, what did you do with our salt and pepper? Everything that you do, add it in every step. Layer your flavor. And so that way you build it up and you don't need to season at the table.
That looks like the best piece right there.
Sure does.
The tip.
That is what everyone fights over in my household.
The tip of the heart?
Mm-hmm.
Or the bottom of the heart?
You know, they're starting to shrink up quite a bit. Okay, so now we're gonna add the heart. Just for funsies, we're gonna put a little more butter in there. 1. And like everything else, you don't really wanna fuss with it much once it's in the pan. And it's hard for me to do because I like to fuss with stuff. Smother this side in mushrooms, which will absorb a lot of the juice that's coming off. Here's a very critical tip, you guys. If you use dried herbs, it goes in at the beginning with your salt and pepper. If you use fresh herbs, always at the end to finish. But dried herbs are much more potent than fresh herbs, so you use a lot less of them. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah. You get that the golden brown on there. That's what we're looking for. And really, it's going to take about another minute. And then I'm going to cut the heat, and then I'll put the thyme in and just mix it around, and it'll be good to go.
Just let me know when you're ready for the weeds. I can hand them to you.
Copy that. So I just cut the heat, and I'm just going to take the leaves, sprinkle around. Some more weeds, Josh. Thank you very much. So that's pretty money right there. We'll let it sit for just another minute or two and finish up. You can see it's still got a little rare on top there. Okay, so here's another trick, and this is absolutely true. If you want to know how to test the doneness of your meat, you just take your hand, grab the meaty part of your palm with your fingers open. That's rare. You just put your fingers. That's medium rare. That's medium well done. That is very, very accurate. Oh yeah. I wish I could smell this. I love that. Let's see how we did. Oh yes, that's pretty much money. And I'm gonna just not even be bashful, y'all, because I got a fork. I do want that, I do want that, and let's see. Oh man, that is awesome.
Onions.
It's really tender.
Mushroom. Heart bits.
For me personally, that's like hitting 5.
Oh, really tender.
It is, right?
Tastes like beef steak.
Right? Right? It's got a very similar texture. What do you think, Ron? Out of
It
5?
has a slightly different texture, but I'm going to put it at a 4.5.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that.
I won't criticize people eating hearts anymore. That's a meal right there.
It really is.
Now, could we cook that in the hunting camp?
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's really where I learned it.
Really?
Yep. My old guy from Michigan. Obviously, it was horrible. We all hated it.
That's gross. Don't ever do that.
Yeah, don't do that ever. We're gonna tackle ribs. I
It's
don't know if that's
impossible.
gonna be our next one, but we are gonna tackle deer ribs.
It's impossible.
Because I'm curious too. Yeah, it'll be similar.
If you barbecue them, I think you just suck the barbecue sauce off the ribs and then
Spit the ribs out.
Yeah, it'd be pretty good.
The first time that I slipped this in on my wife, she was like, "This has got a weird texture, but it's really good. What is it?" I was like, "It's heart." She was like, "Oh." But it tastes good. So she was okay with it, you